Glad you're streaming with us. Israel is stepping up its ground and air combat in Gaza.
Israeli forces say they hit about 250 targets in the Gaza Strip over the past day and intensified attacks on the Jabalia refugee camp in northern Gaza.
Israel has also ramped up its bombardment on southern Gaza's main city. The UN Relief and Works Agency says there's no safe zone at all now and nowhere for civilians to go. Our Ines de la Cuetara has more from Tel Aviv.
Hey, Kira, yeah, and the IDF very much pressing on in southern Gaza. We understand they are now operating in the heart of Khan Yunis, a city in southern Gaza, which is especially important to the IDF because it is the hometown of two of Hamas's top leaders. And in fact, the Israeli Prime Minister earlier this evening talking about how IDF forces had encircled the home of Yahya Sinwar, who is the top Hamas leader in Gaza. Now, Netanyahu says that Sinwar appears to be on the run, but he says the IDF has the capability to reach anywhere in Gaza, and they will be going after him. The IDF also operating out of northern Gaza, still engaging in intense face-to-face combat there with Hamas militants, and the IDF saying that since the beginning of the war, they have struck over 20,000 Hamas targets. Now, meanwhile, lots of concerns for the remaining hostages, at least 138 hostages still being held in Gaza. The Israeli Prime Minister meeting with hostage families last night, talking about how the only way to bring the remaining hostages back would be through massive military force. And so that would seem to indicate that diplomacy here has really hit a standstill. Those negotiations in Doha hitting an impasse. Top Hamas officials say calling for the Red Cross to gain access to the hostages, to check in on them, to check in on their medical condition. The Red Cross has said it would be open to that, but unclear at this point if Hamas would agree to that. Kira?
All right, Ines de la Cuetara there in Tel Aviv, thank you. And as the assault on Gaza continues into the 8th week now, the U.S. State Department says it's aware of hundreds of eligible individuals trying to flee Gaza. Nayla Esharafa is one of those who has been able to evacuate, and she credits attorney Maria Kari for that and a number of other lawyers who are helping to get her out.
They're suing the State Department for, quote, actions and failure to act to protect United States citizens trapped in Gaza, in Palestine, an active war zone. We first met Nayla and her son Nabil after she escaped Gaza during a trip to visit her sick and elderly mother. And this video here captures the emotional moment when Nayla first reunited with her son back here on U.S. soil. But saying goodbye to Gaza wasn't easy. Nayla was forced to make the impossible choice to leave her mom behind. And now she spends every day wondering if her mom is safe. Here's what Nayla told our Zareen Shah after she initially returned home from Gaza.
My heart is still over there. My mind is still over there. All like I just, dream all the time about them.
Nayla and her attorney, Maria Kari, join us now for more on this journey and also the work to bring others home. Nayla, let's start with you. I think it's impossible for any of us to imagine what you have been through. Just describe to us that journey of leaving Gaza, entering Egypt, and then finally getting back here to U.S. soil.
Yes, thank you for having me. As a mother and daughter, I went to visit my mom because she's sick. I was there in June, like 3 months ago, and before the war. Regular, like once a year, I go to see my mom. And then when she gets sick, I went before the war, I went for like 10 days to see my mom. And after 1 week, exactly, the war started. And that's how, like, oh my God, I'm gonna stuck here, and my kids over there, my children, my grandchildren, they all in United States. I just lost my husband a year ago. They're gonna lose their mom also. And this is like what it came to my mind, and all my confidence with my government to take me out right away, like a few days or so. This is how we always thinking about, I am American citizen and my government, they cannot take me out. It took them like 1 month, leave me in Gaza. I stay in Gaza under bombing, and it was like a really like no safe area in Gaza. And they let us leave left our house from the north to the south. We went to the south. the south area, we don't nobody over there. We try hard till we found a shelter. A shelter took 50 people. 50 people in this shelter. There is no water, no electricity, no internet. 5 days without internet. My kids, they don't know anything about me. And then when the internet came out, they told me, "Mom, are you alive? Are you alive?" And they start working hard to get me out. And I put my mom's name with me to take her out with me. And then this is what happened. And after that, my name came out. And I want to go, but I was crying. How I'm gonna leave, everyone I love in Gaza to die, and just to go to enjoy my life out. This is what it came to my mind. It's like I'm not gonna see them again, and this is what I'm asking. I just need my immediate family out.
Of course.
Sorry.
And by drawing attention to this, we hope that helps. I just want to ask you. It's been another month since you got out. When you were there, what were the conditions like? What were the living conditions like for you? And what have you heard from your family members still there now? What is it like?
It's still there now. Now they're in the south. It's very, very tough situation over there. Hardly they found the water. Hardly they can go out for the food. Hardly for everything. Internet, like once in a while, we try to talk with them to just say hi. They just send, "We okay." That's it. We try to help them with the like a different things, just to talk with them, just to send a letter. "We okay." That's it. And this is like, I don't know. I don't know really. I don't want my family to be out to come to United States. I want them to go out to be safe in Egypt. I want them safe in Egypt. This is what I really want. I want all my siblings, all my immediate family to be out. I don't know. I cannot live my life. It's frozen. It's a froze. My heart over there. I cannot eat. I'm shaking. Look. Oh, this is me now. Always I'm shaking. For sure I need psychology, like doctor after this time. I cannot eat. I cannot sleep. I cannot. It's always my mind over there.
Of course. I mean, we definitely can understand that, because you feel like you don't have any control, and you want to do more. That is so understandable. And you mentioned, I mean, therapy and love from others and help will definitely help you persevere just through the emotional toll that it's taking on you, no doubt, right now. But Maria, this is where I want to bring you in, because you are working to bring family members back here. And, the State Department, Matt Miller just recently said they're doing everything they can there at the State Department to bring folks home and to bring family members like Nayla's family members back here. But have you heard anything from the State Department? And what are you doing right now to put pressure on the State Department to do more?
Thank you, Terry and Kira. We're at the 11th hour for the families that are still in Gaza. Things have gone from bad to worse. I can tell you that we're working with the State Department, with local congressional members, and it's just not enough. I can tell you that I have a family right now that texted and said that there's Israeli tanks on the street that they're sheltering in. One family with 2 U.S. citizen children who are refusing to leave behind their parents and the rest of their family, and are saying that they've accepted their destiny. Whatever's going to happen with them is going to happen with them. That's what they've told me. Another U.S. citizen who is stuck right now in Gaza City, and he's too injured to be able to get himself to the border. His name has appeared on the exit list 2 times, and he's been unable to make it. There's been no help, no guidance from the State Department for that matter. I am in touch with a man from Chicago. His parents, who are green card holders, are currently in a refugee camp, which was bombed today. And this man in Chicago, he's been desperately trying to get the State Department to do something for his parents. First, he was told that because they're green card holders, they're not priority. Now the messaging has changed, saying that they're doing something, but it's not clear what and when. This man tells me that he and his wife combined, he's a brain surgeon. This man says that he and his wife combined pay $1 million in taxes almost. And that is tax dollars that is being used to bomb his people, his parents.
Maria, if I can just, I thank you for that. I just want to, while we still have time, you've been with us here on this subject before. While we have you, I understand ABC News, and we can now confirm that 76-year-old American citizen Basil Mustafa El Farah has left Gaza through the Rafah crossing and is safe in Egypt. Basil is another American that you've been representing. Our understanding is that after you came on with his daughter to talk about this, he got on the list. And my question is, he's the same man today that he was yesterday. Why did our coverage put him on a list? And how many people like him are not making the list? And why not?
This is exactly what our lawsuits at ACRL have been about. We are asking the State Department to explain why they're saying repeatedly that they don't control the exit list and that they're working in partnership with Israel and Egypt. But when we take it to the media, all of a sudden my clients get on the list. So that tells me that this is blame shifting, this is weak excuses coming from an agency that has a $63 billion budget. It's completely unacceptable. It's dehumanized the Palestinian Americans. They've been reduced to being second-class citizens, and our lawsuits are pointing fingers and asking for accountability and action from the Biden administration for this very issue.
Mario, let's stay in close touch. And Nayla, I'm so glad that you will soon be with your mom, and we will follow up on all your other family members. Stay strong, because your voice is very important and should be heard, as you can see from this week already. You know, coverage makes a difference.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to put pressure on the government, journalists, lawyers, family members.
Bring our people home.
Absolutely. We'll be right back. More news right after this.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.